everybody, here's an update. This video is actually going to be kind of, not very nice. I recently have come to the attention that there are people who don't really think that my videos are appropriate or that I should be advocating. I mean, I'm just going to put a generalization, but you people know who you are. Excuse me. It's to friends, family, and everybody else who watches my videos and who might not think that what I believe is normal and that I shouldn't be making these videos. And for the people who are going and gossiping about what I do, this is for you. I don't care what you think, and I don't care what you believe. Your ignorance does not affect me, and I will continue to advocate for the trans community. I am who I am, and my entire life I have never, ever done anything that I haven't wanted to do. I've always talked about my beliefs, and I've always been very strong about my beliefs. And I don't think that gossiping about it and acting like it's a big deal is appropriate. First of all, some of you are in your 50s and 60s. I understand that things like this weren't very of the norm back in the day. But guess what? It is 2009, and it is time to upgrade to a faster chip. I'm tired of defending who I want to be to people. I believe in equality, and I will not budge on my beliefs. People are people, and basically my message is, as long as I'm alive and have freedom of speech and my own brain, I will continue to advocate for what I believe in. Thanks. This is just a continuation of my video, but I'd like to answer, my dog's in the background being crazy, but answer a question for weredraken. I'm really sorry I haven't answered your question sooner. Like, it's been a while, and I really apologize for that, but I've just been so busy and just like not ready to make a video, I guess, about it. But you asked me how to let a girl that you're attracted to know that you're FTM. But then you let me know that you've been dating her and she thinks that you're a bio male. And my best advice for you, and you also said that she said that she would date someone who was FTM, like she got in a conversation about it sometime. And my best advice basically is the truth will set you free. And my mom used to always tell me that, and it's the truth. Because the longer that you hold on to this lie that you're biologically male with her, she will resent you that much more, because all a relationship does is grows with time. And if she has this relationship going with you as biologically male, things are going to start, she's going to start putting things together herself, because I mean, if you haven't had bottom surgery, she's gonna figure it out, obviously, because you said she felt your packer once and she just thought that you were hard or something like that. And you need to come clean, because personally, if I thought that I was dating someone biologically male, I'm like, not that it's really a big deal to me, but to other people it can be, and that's not fair to lie to her, because the worst thing you can do to a girl is lie to her. We don't like being lied to. It feels awful to be lied to. How would you like it if I was dating you and I wasn't biologically female and you thought that I was and I didn't tell you? That's just not fair. That's a part of who you are, and she needs to like you for all of you. So my best advice is just straight up tell her. Be like, hey, I have something to tell you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, but it's really important that you need to know this. And you may or may not lose her, but you need to be honest, because a relationship without honesty is not a relationship. So just be straight up about it. Tell her I am not biologically male, I am FTM, and just let her know in your own way. So, not the most easy thing to do, but you need to do it. So I hope I helped you, and sorry for how long it took to respond to your questions. Thanks. Yeah, this third part's for Charles. You know him as Charles Asher on YouTube. He asked me about my experiences with post-op, what the person I was dating got for bottom surgery and things such as that. and I can't get into names, like his name and personal stuff, just because his family has asked me not to, because he is not with us living anymore, and they don't want his personal information everywhere, and that's their choice. But I can give you a little bit of information. I wrote down like the nitty-gritty stuff, like I can give you my personal experiences after the surgeries, but I did write down, just for people who are looking for a hospital, this one's really good. It's the Philadelphia Center for Transgender Surgery, and you want to speak to Dr. Sherman Lace, and he is the chief plastic surgeon there. He handles all of the surgeries, bottom and top. My ex got groin flap phalloplasty, so he got a phallo, and after that, the surgery was $8,500, and the hospital itself was $5,200, so it came to around $12,700. And after 3 months, he got scrotoplasty, and that's to construct the prosthetic testicles and the scrotum and everything like that. He was in surgery for about 5.5 hours, and he was in the hospital for about a week. I don't know if I said that, but he was there for about a week, and then his doctor followed him for about a year. Well, he would have been following him for about a year after that. And but in general, he didn't get any infections, no hematoma, anything like that. He didn't get any, issues, I guess. But I mean, anybody who gets bottom surgery is pretty eager to use their new parts, and he was pretty eager to use his parts. But he curbed the impulse and realized that for that much money, you don't want to screw anything up. So no infections, stuff like that. Everything went really great. As far as after getting top and bottom surgery and like any dysphoria afterwards, it was more so like he was so used to having this journey of trying to become who he really wants to be, that once he achieved everything that he wanted to achieve, he kind of was in a state of, where do I go from here? Because, I mean, his life really, like our life together really encompassed his transition, because a lot of times when you date someone who's FTM, your life really does encompass sometimes the transition. And so when that wasn't really there anymore, I mean, you're always becoming who you are, but once the big things were out of the way, it was like, well, what do I do now? And for a while he was really depressed because he didn't feel like he was going anywhere now that he didn't have that whole thing to concentrate about. And once all that went down, I mean, he was really happy, obviously, with bottom. Like, I've never seen him so happy. But he just had his moments where he's like, now what do I do? And he was like, and he always questioned, he was like, am I still a part of the trans community? Because now I fully transitioned at everything, and I guess I'm biologically male now. And I was like, and I just was like, of course you're still part of the community. Of course you can still advocate. Like, and he would just get, like, he had a state of, like, where do I belong? So other than that, like, you might get, like, a state of, like, where do I belong now? Like, where do I go from here? But that was just, I think, just him in general. That was the way he always was. He didn't know really where he was going with things. But he did get a fallow, and that is the Philadelphia Center of Transgender Surgery is a really great place. And basically, they do a really great job. So that was just his adventure a little bit. And for me, as far as dating him after surgery and everything, he was still the same person. I mean, you know me, I don't really care. And he was so much happier. And I saw such a great improvement in him once he got the bottom surgery, because when he just had top, like, it was good for a little while when he had top. He was happy. Hi, puppy. He was happy, but in general, like, he always would talk about, I don't have a dick, and, like, once he got it, like, he was just, the improvement, like, the lightness in him was so much better. Sorry, my dog's jumping on the bed. So it really does fill a huge gap in a lot of trans men's lives. So I hope this, it's kind of brief, and I'm sorry, I don't know if you really wanted me to go more into it, but because of his family, I'm really not going to get too into the nitty-gritty of his life. But I hope this answered a few questions, gave you a little bit of an insight into a post-op guy. So, thanks.